Guys, and welcome to or back to my channel. My name is Nina, and in today's video I thought I would show you my Christmas tablescape. This is my first Christmas video of 2022, and I almost always start with my tablescape when I'm decorating for the different seasons, and kind of let that set the tone for the rest of my decor. So this year I actually had a totally different plan because I was going to host a Christmas party with a lot of people, or a lot of people for our little house. So I did not have a lot of space for the table, but then things changed, and we're not going to house the Christmas party anyway, so now I have a lot more space because we are not going to be as many seated at the table. I was going to be doing a kind of a floating centerpiece, and not so much decor on the table, but now I have, as I said, changed my plans. And this year's inspiration, or this year's the first idea I got was roses, faux roses. I have decorated with, I used to decorate with real roses a long time ago, but I haven't done that for a lot of years. I don't know how. I think it was Pinterest, looking at the kind of floating hanging centerpieces, that I saw some roses in use there, and that kind of set me on the idea. So I have been out buying every fake rose I can find. I found some bouquets of pretty cheap but yet pretty okay faux flowers or roses. They were 20 in one bouquet, and I think I paid about 100 Norwegian kroner. That's about 10 pounds, a little less in dollars. And I think I have bought 400. I hope I am going to have enough. At least I'm going to have enough for the table, but hopefully I will have enough to kind of bring the theme throughout the house, on my tree, on my fireplace mantle, and yeah. So roses is going to be a big part of the decor. And I was thinking, when I started to, I have tried a little. I think this is my least prepared video. Usually I have a kind of a idea on how this is going to look. I have an idea now as well, but if that's anything like it's going to look in real life, I don't know. But when I started to kind of try a little bit, I thought of a winter wedding, and then I found these beautiful, I don't know if you can see, but these beautiful Christmas bubbles with this kind of Scottish plaid. I think that's the right word. And it reminded me, I have never been to Scotland, but it reminded me of movies I have seen with Scottish weddings. So kind of a Scottish winter wedding. I know I have some subscribers and viewers from Scotland, so you tell me, is this just in the movies, or does it look like anything you have seen? So I'm going to use the bubbles. I bought some gold candles and gold candlesticks in 2 different heights, the small one and the bigger one. I think I got 2, 4, 6, 10 of those. I'm not going to use all of them on the table, I think. And then I got some napkins. I may or may not use those. And I have this velvet fabric that I bought on sale years ago, green and red. So I think I'm going to use this as my tablecloth. Yeah, the idea is to make a kind of a garland table runner with the garland and the roses, and hopefully if I can find some pinks and greens to kind of fit with the idea I have. And I want the garland to kind of cascade off the table and down on the floor on one side of the table. I am sure my little furry baby is going to be happy about that. That gives him something to water. If you have not have a Chinese crested or any small breed dog, this might sound shocking, but he has tendency to want everything to smell like him. So when we are not watching, because he knows that he's supposed to do that outside, and he tells us if we have to go, but he kind of just gives it a light sprinkle. So yeah, I have to have a kind of a solution for that when I leave the house, but I will worry about that later. Okay, a lot of chit chat. I'm not coming back because then I have to do my makeup and everything all over again. So I'll just say thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, comment. It helps my channel a lot. I will hopefully be back next week with my Christmas house tour, so I hope you come back for that. So until I see you again, have a wonderful November, and I hope you enjoy my Christmas tablescape. Bye guys! Before I start, I just have to say that electricity is so expensive. I know it's not just in Norway. So we have had to use the fireplace as much as we can. It is boiling in here. So if my clothing change or my hair go up, or yeah, I look hot, you know why. And it's also late in the day, so it's so dark, so I have to use artificial lighting. So yeah, just have to excuse about the lighting. But now I'm going to get on with it and start my decorating.
sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Shepherds, why this jubilee? Why your joyous strains prolong? What the gladsome tidings be, which inspire your happy song? Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Okay guys, so the table is done, so I thought I would talk you through what I have done. I kind of stopped filming halfway through because I felt the footage was so bad. So I hope you haven't left before the finish, because I think it turned out beautiful and I have a little surprise. But let's start with the table. You saw me hang some hanging vases from the ceiling. I took those down. I didn't like it, so now I only have snowflakes, an idea I have gotten from Rebecca Robson. I'm sure most of you know who she is. If not, go and visit her YouTube channel. If it seems yellow, it's because I've turned off the artificial light, because I think it's making it kind of harsh in a way. But here is the garland of roses, and as you see, I have kept it simple. Just the roses, some few picks, and another garland in between, just to get some more textures and colors. And my new bubbles, I think they're beautiful. So I've tried to keep the table as simple as I can, but don't leave, because I have a beautiful surprise. And this is how I made the settings, with just I'm sorry, with this. I buy this in rolls, and I have to take what I can find here in Norway, and this pattern is what I could find. I think it went with the red and the green in the tablecloth. Then a gold-plated charger with the gold silverware, and my Christmas plates. I only have I only have 4 big ones, so I used one of the small ones as well. I have wanted to do this for a long time. These are new, and these got them on sale on Black Friday week, or Black Friday week. And the idea was that and I placed it on top to make it seem like it's kind of a wreath with a bow. I've used some vintage glasses. These are a wedding present from my mother's best friend and maid of honor in her wedding. It's a wedding present for my mother and father's wedding. I love to use things like that. And the simple gold candlesticks. I thought that IKEA had this. They have them in black. I couldn't find them in gold here in Norway. And the gold candles. So it's a fairly, believe it or not, a fairly simple table for me. But if you know me, you know that this would not be enough for me. So here's the surprise. Look at this, you guys. Or it's not a surprise because you saw me make it, but I love it. And this is the view from my chair in my living room. So, and when I see it, I think of, you know, when you talk about hairstyles, and I don't know what you say, it's something in the front and party in the back. That's kind of how I feel about this table. It's kind of party, not in the back, but on the side. It's just on the one side. And it turned out exactly as I wanted it. When I probably shouldn't say this because I'm now going to give you the idea, but when I made it, I asked my husband, is this a Scottish funeral or a Scottish wedding? And I think we agreed that it's a little bit of both, but most wedding. I'm sure if you're Scottish, this has nothing to do with your culture, but this is how I see when I see these movies with the beautiful Scottish weddings. This is kind of a little bit of what I see. I'm not sure how many roses I used, because now I have used them throughout the house, and I will show you in my house tour. If I were to guess, I guess maybe 100, maybe. Yeah. So this is my tablescape for 2022. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got some ideas. And I'm coming to an end of the rest of the house, so I hope my house tour will be coming up soon, and I hope I'll see you again then. Bye guys.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for days of old lang syne. And here's a hand